Are you a company that is rapidly trying to grow? Do you have a leadership team that you're trying to take with you in your journey? One of the common mistakes that many CEOs or leadership teams make while trying to grow rapidly is not to characterize the future and then drive alignment amongst the leadership team. And that can cost companies huge amounts of money at later stages while the transformation is on. In worst cases, the transformations fail. Unfortunately, especially the ones that are trying to grow through mergers and acquisitions, this failure rate is extremely high. According to some industry reports, this number could be as high as 80%. This is the question that we're going to address in today's video. So welcome to this video where we explain how businesses should try to scale. This is part of our Promise OS, which is the Promise operating system. The first starting point, we talk about providing a North Star. This is directional in nature. Keep in mind that sailors have used the concept of North Star to provide direction for many centuries. That's exactly when we talk about future visualization. The first point is it provides a North Star. Second thing is it helps you characterize what that destination would look like. We talk about revenue numbers, we talk about profitability, we talk about headcount, but more importantly, we also talk about things like what are the different locations that you may be present in the future? What are the different products that you may want to offer to your clients? Keep in mind, many of the companies may have single product. We call them the single trick pony products. You need to be able to broaden the portfolio of your products. We also talk about the kind of technology you may want to use. We may want to talk about the different segments you want to be in. All of that stuff is essentially provide some sort of a characterization of what your future may look like. The next point is it helps drive alignment amongst your leadership team. Now, keep in mind, not everybody is entrepreneurial in your leadership team. Some of them may be more operation oriented. Some of them may be tactical. Some of them may be strategic thinking, etc. When you're trying to drive a team, you need to make sure that all of them are driving in the same direction with the same frequency at the same speed to get the best out of your leadership team. Once you have characterized the future, the next step is visualize the intermediate stages that will take you to your final destination. So for example, if you're thinking 3 years, you may want to think about what's going to happen in the first 6 months, then maybe 6 to 12 months, 12 to 24 months, 24 to 36 months. So this is how you need to start thinking, break down your journey in different stages. That's the next part of the future visualization. Once you have developed some sort of an understanding of the stages, the next thing that you need to think about is how will your transformation journey going to take place, and then think about how do you want to prepare for it. The next point we try to talk about is you also will start developing understanding of the effort involved, of the technologies that you need to bring in, of the opportunities that may come up, of the risks that may be involved, of the scenarios, options, opportunities that you may need to think about. You also need to think about the resourcing as well as the investment that you may need in and along the journey. And then the last point is when you have done all of this, you are now in a position to develop what we call the first set of principles of future visualization and alignment. This is going to be a document that you're likely to be reviewing every quarter or every strategic meeting to make sure if you are moving in the right direction or not, to make sure whether you have to persevere or to pivot from your strategy. There could be occasions where you may need to move on to another direction, or there may be occasions where you still may need to continue working towards the direction that you had initially set. So that's why all of these things, all of these 7 points become extremely important. That defines the purpose of why we always advise, make sure that before you start your transformation journey, that you and your leadership team have a good understanding of the characterization of the future, which we call future visualization. They're all on the same page and they're all aligned. Not only aligned on the problem side of the definition, but also aligned on the solution direction, and in many cases, aligned on the implementation direction as well. So that's it that I wanted to share with you. Keep in mind, this is an extremely important step if you are trying to embark on a radical, rapid growth for your company, whether organically or through M&A or a combination. With that, I would end this video And I wish you all the best. Until next time, when we bring in another fascinating topic and have a discussion around it. Till then, thank you, and here's to Promise of a Business.